And we are live. Let's introduce our players in this matchup in the northwest position. Currently in the lead, 2-1, needing only one more map for victory. From Team Startail, it is Hack. And in the southeast position, as the Red Protoss, from Team Mouse Sports, it is Hasuabs.
I can hear Miniweed in the background giving a little cheer for Hasuabs, so we got a bit of a Protoss fan back there. I guess when Zerg's not on the field, defaults to P. So yeah, cross positions, as you mentioned, gonna make it that much sweeter to just build up and absorb the attack until we push to the late game. But you know, you can introduce these things as a caster, but who really knows what happens till we get into the mid game and see what's happening. And Hack sending out a very early SCV here.
Oh, yeah, and this could indicate some early pressure. Now, there's quite a few early versus Protoss pressure builds that we haven't seen yet, and one of my favorites is the Marauder, just quick rush, and wow, he is going to just throw it out. Now, the crazy thing about this, Chill, is that so far we haven't really seen Hasuabs early scout. So what is likely, is it going to be, it's just going to be the one Rax. He might go down. No, he's going to 2 Rax it here. And no gas, so obviously we're not going to have this Marauder rush. It's going to be straight up Marines at this point.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
I don't know either because, yeah, it's exactly as you said. There's no problem with Hack putting this right in the center because Hasuabs never scouts early game. There we go, dropping his second pylon and then just returning back to get some additional mining. He's not worried about any sort of early aggression. I don't know if that's because he just thinks he can defend it with his standard build or he doesn't think by the time he scouts it he'll be able to do anything. But Hack's going to go, you know, it's going to be a really nice position here for Hack.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know when you're down and potentially your opponent has 2 extra games that they could just kind of throw away, or I guess 1 extra game where they could just kind of do whatever they want to try to get that distinct advantage. It can happen. And here we have the SCV going out. The probe is moving forward. So the probe is going to see this. It should make a difference as to what we're going to see second here. Are we going to see a Chrono Boost Observer? Well, it looks like all the Chrono Boosts have been thrown on the Nexus already, and he saw it. I mean, the probe is getting attacked right now. He knows that the Marines are coming. And there is the Cybernetics Core finish. He has to get a Stalker at this point. But this is going to be really, really scary to defend. I don't know if he's going to pull probes. I'm not sure here if Hack's going to try to go ahead and bunker up inside the main base. But with the Chrono Boost thrown down on that Stalker, oh my God, if he just gets the pylon like that alone.
Oh, and look at this little wall that he's set up, using the pylon to isolate the Marines as they sit behind. Oh, nice snipe on those 2 SCVs, but here comes the SCV Pain Train as 5 more reinforcements roll in. Actually going to go to work on the Stalker while the other one's trying to repair. And oh my God, he's actually bunched up his Marines behind, taking extra damage there. The Zealot actually going down, and that's a bad scene for Hack. This bunker is going to be in range of the gateway if he gets it down, taking down a pylon, but that does not supply block. And here goes Hasuab, pulling all his probes, trying to deal with this. He's left 4 actually mining minerals. He's still got his Stalker doing very nicely. He takes out the SCV, building the bunker.
It is going to finish up, however, and with that bunker open, more probes are falling down. This first gateway, which is building, is now under fire. A second bunker is coming up, and actually I love the bunker placement there versus the Zealot. It was remarkable. Bringing the extra SCVs, making sure that the Stalker was going to have a hard time was absolutely amazing as well, and he could stop Warp Gate research here with the death of that pylon. I think this last SCV is going to fall, but either way, has Hack already done it here? This is going to be very, very difficult for Hasuabs to come back from.
And Hasuabs has done a very cute little move here. He's pulled his probe, built a pylon in the main base in the dark area. Unfortunately, Hack caught it and pulled off 7 SCVs, took that pylon out, but Hasu got the probe out, so he's still got his probe building on the low ground, probably going to try to sneak his probe around into the high ground and warp into the main base. He's got Warp Gate just about to finish. He's lost his 1 gateway, so he's only going to have 1 warp in, and I think there's enough units back there that Hack should be able to defend that. So a nice idea, but I don't think it's going to really come to fruition here.
I don't think so either. I mean, right now there's a wall, so unless he like really goes completely Metal Gear Solid and somehow sneaks his way into that base, there's no way he's going to be able to use that pylon to warp in. And I mean, does he have no, he's had to put a gateway down. I mean, 2 more gateways. He's got no way to get vision as far as I know. So this is just incredibly painful here for Hasuabs, as these Marines can continue to not only trickle in, but now we've got a few that are just kind of going to the backside and focusing down probes. And there we do see, wow, I mean, Hack just really microing this very, very well.
Hasu trying to do a little sneak attack with the Stalker and Probe. I bet he was imagining he can run in there, warp in on the high ground, and deal some damage. Unfortunately, runs into a bunker, completely shut out. So now he's got this extra Stalker in the center of the map that I bet he wishes was back home. Meanwhile, Hack building a barracks in his main to continue. He's resumed SCV production, as you mentioned. He's got the 2 barracks in the middle, continuing to produce and reinforce this bunker. And I mean, you get enough Marines with those 2 bunkers there, it's going to take a lot of gateway units to try to break those. And Hasu continues to warp in the back. I don't know if he's trying to do a flank attack or he's trying to break this bunker, but it may be a little ill-conceived here.
Yeah, I mean, there are only 2 Marines in that bunker, and he just threw down a ton. Well, he's building a tech lab right now. So, you know, these Marines, though, on the backside, like, they just still continue to do so much harassment. Now he's going to try to warp into Zealot to block him. He gets taken out before he can even do any more damage, and more probes are going down, and that really is the target. There's only 3 Marines left at the base for Hasuabs, but frankly, the damage has been done. 15 probes have been killed to the 7 SCVs that were thrown away here by Hack. And there we have, at the front, another attempt here at the wall. SCVs immediately coming out, and that's all he needs to defend here all day long.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Hasu thought was going to happen there, but seeing the wall, this is absolutely the result. SCVs pulled. It was a little unfortunate that those those barracks were floating ahead to give him a little advance notice that this attack was coming. But, you know, he's cleaned up the bunkers. Second one getting taken out right now. A little bit of Stalker micro back and forth to try to take that down. Does lose 1 Stalker, unfortunately. But now he's got access to the middle of the map. He's at least controlling Hack's ramp. So Hack has this second command center. He's morphing into an orbital. Hack really bolstering his production here, going up to 4 barracks. So the mid game is now what scares me, and that's what's been scaring Hasuabs this entire series.
Yeah, and I mean, Hasuabs is going into the mid game with 12 probes right now, and 3 of those are on gas. The rest of them, of course, trying to get as many minerals as he can. I mean, at most, he's just got a few more Zealot warp in, maybe a Stalker and a couple of Zealots, but with now more Marauders in the mix and the additional racks finishing up, there should be more than enough DPS. And with the repair of the, of the SCVs, I mean, I do feel like this is Hasuab's proper response is to go for it. Unfortunately, I just feel like Hack is way prepared for this.
Well, he's got a sentry now, so that will add a little bit of blockage on the SCVs coming. And here he goes, driving up. He's going to use the Zealots to charge and hit from the low ground with the Stalkers, putting up that preemptive force field. Going to break the bunker with almost no effort, charging up with the Zealots. That might not be the best idea, but getting vision so the Stalkers can continue to rain down. And now with all the meat shields gone, the SCVs are going to charge forward as these units continue to pour down the ramp. Hasuabs has broken, but I'm not sure he's going to like what he's broken out of the main base.
Yeah, I mean, right now there's actually quite a few minerals here for Hasuabs, but his pylon's so far away, and there it is. GG and good luck